Hey, hello, 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 hello. I hope that you can see me. I am live. It is Patricia here, and we are going to be doing PowerHouse Feng Shui Q&A session. First of all, before we go active, let me know in the comments if you can see me. Super excited to be here again. Yeah, it's been an amazing few days so far. And as I saw, if you saw me in the comments, I posted how excited I am for, let me see where we are, stream setup. Let me see if I can see everyone. Is there people here? Hello, hello, hello. Just let me know. It's saying connecting live. So, hi Laura, can you see me? Can you hear me? Hi Robin. It seems to be coming up, so hopefully you can see me. Um, I'm getting not all the feedback that I want here. Here, hi Jack. Can you see me? Oh, can you see the screen? Hi Barbara. Hello. Yes, you can see me. Okay, great. It's weird. Hi Alice. Hello, hello, hello. Hi Teresa. Good to see you all. Amazing, amazing. So here we are. Thank you for joining today. We are in Q&A session. So I have some questions already submitted to me. Thank you so much. And essentially what we do with this session is, this is essentially what it is like when people join our Powerhouse program. We have I have a session once a week where I literally have a theme. And with that theme session, we will look at a certain room. People can send with that session, people submit photos, so I give like proper specific feedback on photos. And then we also have Jeanette. Thank you. You can hear me. Thank you. Hi, Judy. Hi, Nano. Hi. Hello. Okay, you can hear me. Hi. You're in a mood. Marie Alex. Beautiful. Hi, Judy. So yeah, as I was explaining on our in our Powers program, I go live once a week. Just we have a theme every week. Thanks to Jeanette, she is amazing. We know she is because herself and Koi have been also accumulating all the questions for me for today. So you've submitted your questions, and it's very similar, except you can either post them in my Facebook group, in our Powerhouse group, or you can submit them into a Google Doc. If you have private questions, like personal ones that you'd like answered, love the earrings. Thank you so much. They're from Bali. I do feel they're very goddessy with a little red and pink. I got distracted by my earrings. Yeah, so you can submit your questions by the group or into the Facebook page, and I review them. Now we have the winner of the homework, of the people who had submitted the homework. So you'll notice the last few days I haven't been giving homework out, and for me this isn't about giving you work. It's about awareness and about you getting some like impetus to take action. So I really, what the reason I kind of went like, let's do some homework, I have some prizes, because getting clear on what your vision is really important. Tapping into your dreams is really important. And knowing that each and everything that you do around your house is going to be making an impact. And there's been some amazing questions. And really that's going to be what your work is. So for what action steps I would recommend taking. And that's actually where the steps are. So first of all, if you haven't seen the masterclass videos, I would highly recommend you getting those. And if you, pop in the details, your name, pop in your name and say you haven't watched Masterclass 1 and 2. Just pop it there if you still haven't got the emails, because Jeanette will actually go in and make sure that it's been delivered to you. And if not, she'll send you it. So you can send a message to one of your power partners who have tagged you up until now. Send them a quick message and with the private question if you have, or if you want to access those questions. So that's it. Now, next week is going to look a little bit different. So rounding up tomorrow, Masterclass 3 is going to be live. And I absolutely love that one, like absolutely love it. And the following day, we are going to do something super, super fun that is connected with our, with the prizes. So one of the important things is to really please do try and pencil in being live with me. And already people have had prizes just for showing up live, and I am going to have something really fun on the live tomorrow for everyone. So that's super important. And the sessions next week are going to be a little bit different. We opened with the new moon session, we had a visioning session, and they're going to be announced, but they're super fun. I'm excited about them. And we're going to be, so Simone, Shay, you haven't watched one or two. Okay, so don't worry, you still have plenty of time to catch up. Essentially, this group is going to close on the 1st of September. So those videos will go down, then there won't be any more. This group will end. So just knowing that you have till then, but I would certainly, just to keep the momentum, go in, put some time aside, because your dreams are important, number one, but also this knowledge is so powerful, especially when you've done the quiz. It's so powerful, and going through and tapping into everything. So I also wanted to thank everyone who's being here, showing up live. I'm seeing loads of familiar faces: Claire, Louise, Susan Ford. We've got Marie, Shamara, Penny, Sarah, Adelina. There's loads of you showing up. Claire Goddard, Sue Hunter. There's lots of you who have been showing up here live, and amazing. And for anyone who's on the recording, please do say replay so I know it is and I can check and see who everyone is. And the next thing we're going to talk to is some Q&As. So tomorrow won't be a Q&A session. It will be an amplification session, and we are going to talk about how you can use the your space. And I love tomorrow's one. So we're going to have some fun. So first thing I'm going to do is just go through the questions that have been submitted to me. And as I said, this is very similar to how I run my calls. You submit your questions. They're usually based on a theme, but any question during the week as well in the PowerHouse program. So Ramadeep, my house is good for people, but I don't feel energetic. Whatever I try to do, I feel lazy or laid back. Okay, this is a great question, because a lot of people may have got to a place where they've done the quiz. And if you haven't done the quiz, just post here in the comments that you want the link to the quiz, and Jeanette will share the link directly, or just check your emails. It was the masterclass number 2. So if you don't feel energetic. So the thing is, once you realize what it is, there's so many layers to Feng Shui. And this is one thing, is like, you might be like, oh great, my house is good for people, or it's good for money. And then it's like, oh, I don't have to do anything. No, and I just want to be like, that is not the case. It's actually, for me, it's an amazing indicator. It means that there's nothing like, it just means that life flows easier and the bigger scale. But then after tomorrow's masterclass, you're going to understand this more, but that every area represents different parts of your life. And that could be impacting your energy, Ramadeep. So it may not necessarily be the people energy that's not supportive. It's more about actually the energy in the house, the next layer. So when we work with people in our program, we give them remedies for the overall house personality, and we give them remedies for the energetics of their house. And then we do the other layers of energy, other work, which is around placement of furniture and colors and all of that kind of thing. So there's these different layers, and that's really, really the most important thing. Okay, so that is that one. So I'm going to basically keep an eye out for tomorrow. You'll understand more, and that just because your house, you deem it to be good for people, it doesn't mean that there's not going to be some areas that are going to be sluggish, or the energy isn't going to be flowing properly. Houses, if you had no furniture in your house, and it was a good for people, good for money house, it could still be bad Feng Shui. And you're like, but that's because we're working with the invisible energy, essentially. So definitely take steps tomorrow on the call tomorrow, Ramadeep, and you'll get clearer. So Sarah, I did actually answer this question around wanting to call in a baby. So I don't know if we missed that one, but I did talk on that one on the last Q&A session. So that wasn't yesterday, it was the day before, and I talked about that. So Carol, I just want to ask, in the bedroom, I'm living in my boyfriend's house. The bed we sleep in has storage underneath. Should it be left unused and empty? This is an amazing question. And for me, bedroom is like a really important space, because obviously you're in your bedroom like 8 hours, maybe minimum a night, like 8 hours a night. But not only that, it is when you go to bed, to go to sleep, this is your time to literally to to heal, to relax, to rejuvenate. So things under the bed we don't recommend. So a lot of pieces of a lot of furniture or a lot of beds come with these drawers, and like our house, we bought a beautiful new bed earlier this year, and when we bought that bed, no drawers, thank you. Now if you're in and this is, there's work that we work with everything, so you may be like, oh my god, but I have no storage in my house and there's no space. That's another story. So like what I always give is like the higher level advice of like the perfect scenario, and then it's like, what can you do with what you've got? So for example, Carol, I don't know what your situation storage wise is, but if you like, ideal scenario is nothing under your bed. It affects your emotions, it affects your sleep, it affects like it, and the amount of the things that I have found and discovered, and clients have discovered underneath their bed, like blow my mind. Like ex-boyfriends' t-shirts, broken computers, love letters from people who have died, oh my god, like just like broken stuff, divorce papers, all that stuff under the bed. Like you're sleeping on it, literally you're still in bed with it and it's still affecting you. So make sure it's clear. Now if you do have storage issues, what I would recommend under the bed is like sheets, towels, nothing that's going to like affect you energetically, basically. So that's a great question. And honestly, I remember I'm a member of a beautiful spa gym at home in Ireland. And when I'm back there, and I remember one lady saying to me, I don't believe in Feng Shui at all. And I was like, okay, I'm not the Feng Shui police. But she was like, I did read an article now and it said to take things from under your bed. And I removed all the shoes from under my bed, and I did sleep much better. And I was like, there you go. It really works. So that's always so fun. So Espita says, our arch is bad. I have a big open square with a little wall on the bottom. What separates the dining? No, like structural stuff. Essentially, when we work with people with Feng Shui, there's nothing structural. We don't give structural recommendations. Now, it's a different story if someone came to me and said, Patricia, I've just found this beautiful plot of land. I'm going to build this dream house, and I'd like you to recommend where the best place is to put a wall, or to put the bathroom and put the kitchen. That's the place that I would sit with someone and have an eraser and my pencil, and we would look at it and we would tweak things. Hi Susan, hi Mary, hi Amandine, hi Melina, hi Teresa, hello, hello, so many, Maria, Penny, Claudia, Eileen. So that is actually, that is when you have an opportunity for this like bit more fluidity with like decision making around structural things. And that's literally as far as I will ever go with someone. It's not about like taking walls down. So you just recognize that it's not like that at all. So arches, if they're there, they're there. Pia Purple, in the house I will move into, there is a bathroom on top of the stairs going up, which is behind the front door. I tend to keep doors open in general, should the bathroom door be closed. So it's in general, I would recommend keeping your bathroom door closed and your toilet seat down. So that is, Addy, thank you. So yeah, the bathroom door should be closed and the toilet seat down. And that's just, there's a synergy between it being like hygienic as well, so keeping the door closed is good. Okay. And then there's people who are like, I have cats and the cat needs to, and I'm like, just keep it like a small bit closed, like this is where there's flexibility, and we can't, like, sometimes we just get caught up in like, this is what the rules are. It's about like, our house is a living, breathing space. It's changing all the time. So it's about like recognizing that and not being like, oh, and that's why I really want people to also share in the Q&A sessions or post like, I have heard that this is bad feng shui. Is this bad feng? I've heard this. So those kind of questions, like I really want you to share those with me as well. And even if it feels weird, like just send it to your power partner. They're not going to judge you, because I want you to demystify this process and realize how it is simple and easy. And when you start working with the energy of your home and getting it flowing, it is like life-changing, like literally life-changing. And that's the thing. So I don't know if any of you seen my post, but the other day I was on a call with a friend of mine and she was doing a training just like this one. And she said something that literally like felt like a kick up the ass for me. And I was like, oh my God. And she said, well, if you knew the cure to cancer, would you just tell like one person or would you just like post about it once? And I was like, oh my God, like, no, you will be jumping up and down and being like, oh my God, I found this thing. It's amazing. And like for me, okay, I don't have the cure to cancer, but what I know is that the power of and the potential power. So it's like there's this potential that you are sitting on in your house that can be turned on. And that is the most amazing thing because when you turn it on, it's just like every part of your life just goes woo, 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 woo. And that's the magical part of this journey is like seeing and I just like one of the ladies that comes to mind is Anne-Marie, and you know she had no clients in her business when she came on board. She was really in a place of not struggle, just like how are we gonna get by? Like her house is bad for people and money, and it was in a lock, and there was all this stuff going on, and it just felt like everything was coming at her. And it's like being the most joyous thing to witness someone because she has come into her own, into her power with her business, like a wait list of clients. She's launched an online course. She's got abundance. She ended up buying a Jeep for her husband. Like all these beautiful wins that you're like, wow. And it's just being this spiral because like activating your house is setting the stage for what it is that you want to see unfold. And that's it. It's like you're sitting on this little, this building that's like, I'm ready to help you, but we just need to turn it on. And that's like how powerful it is. So it's just recognizing that that your home has this potential to just be like, whoa, so powerful. So, as you look around it, you don't feel bad about the way this is or that. Like the aesthetic stuff, honestly, doesn't really matter as long as things are in good working order. Okay. So I went off on a rant there, but that's okay. The front door is arch shaped and is actually split in two. We only open one half. Okay, maybe that's just the way the house is designed. You could possibly, once a day just go out and open the second door just to get the light in and get the energy fully in, but that's just the way the door is designed. And again, like this isn't, they're, when we create people's personal report for their feng shui, we will give them like, these are the optimal colors for your house and for your front door and all of that. But I never say to them, like, what if it's the wrong color? It doesn't matter. It's like, okay, for the long term, you now have this piece of wisdom that if you're going to upgrade your door, if you're going to decide to repaint it, that you will get this, the colors that are going to be optimum, and that's part of this journey. It's not about like, oh, my doors are arched, I should change them. Like, no, not like that. Teresa, what about a plant halfway up on the turn of the stairs? Like, as long as it's not blocking anything, like, and it's easy to pass it seems fine, Teresa. That's not a problem. Teresa, does Patricia believe in personal qua or feng shui directions? And those with qua one are different too. So this is definitely beyond the scope of this free training series and masterclass series. But yeah, we do work with that. And when people join our program, we give them their personal numbers. So we give them the best colors and their best directions, power directions. So for like your personal branding or your logos or for like sitting. So like I am sitting in one of my personal power directions. But again, just like your house, everything is unique. So it's like beyond the scope, but great, Patricia, you're really on it. Okay, we have loads of questions and I'm on 21. Okay. I'd like to ask Patricia about doing a clear of a toxic relation that broke my heart. As a result, lost everything, including my home, all my investments, and was off work for a year. This happened many years ago. I've since reestablished myself financially, but I feel there are blocks to calling in my soulmate. So there's a few layers to this one. And I would say to you, for sure, there's going to be like setting up your house. For me, it starts with getting your house like in order and the energetics of the house. And it's just sitting there going, yay. I've had clients who have joined my program and they're not ready to call in love yet, but they will sort all the other aspects and then they will start working on the bedroom once they get that sense of like, I'm ready now. So I feel like there's a bit of like personal love that needs to go into yourself and dropping into maybe working with someone to get yourself into a space to call in that sense of love for yourself, you know. So that's what I would say first. And yes, there are going to be blocks, and they will be more those internal blocks. And actually later on next week, I am going to be doing a specific session around the internal blocks that can be blocking the things that we want to call in. And that is part of a program that actually comes as a bonus when I with a Powerhouse. I have a program that I actually teach all of that. But yeah, that's what I'd say. There's like two parts of it. It's like doing the inner stuff to allow yourself to open up, to call in the right person, and to let go of that fear of allowing someone new in, and then, you know, setting up your space. And I have, as I said, had clients who just, they had to get their house in order, do things, and then they were like, now I'm ready. And it's like that alignment of being ready. So I wouldn't push it. How can you feng shui a fireplace? You don't need to feng shui a fireplace. Fireplaces are fireplaces. There's no bad luck. That's it. It's fine. Yeah. Again, like, this is one of those things that we hear, like, oh, this is bad, that's bad. Like, So I would say to you, the very first thing I would say to you is just like, yes, you can feng shui your, like, there's fireplaces, there's going to be couches, there's going to be cookers, fridges, bins. You know, people often, where should I put the bin? Like, the bin can go somewhere that's going to be emptied regularly. You know, that's what you need to look at. You know, so things that are in your house that are set up, it's not about getting rid of them or like feng shuiing them. There's something bad. So let me see. Oh, wow. Okay. So Paula, a new apartment is good for people and okay for money. It was good for money, but I'm paying bills. But I'm paying bills today, so it is for me. I'm really grateful that money shows up to help when I don't expect it. Storage is an issue for me. Figuring out and being creative to where to store things in an apartment furnished with someone else's stuff. I have the same clothes. I wear them still in great condition. I'm not sure what your question is. I still have some clothes that I wear, but are old but in good condition. T-shirts, sweatshirts, that from 30 years that still fit and bring me back in time and help me feel young. I hate letting go of them when they're still good to wear. Is that bad? Oh, is that bad? And they've good memories. I like that my body hasn't changed. I still wear them. You know what, Paula? If they make you happy, that's okay. Like, unless they've like rips or tears and they're not like, you know, so. As I said, like, I am not like the feng shui police. So for me, if something feels good for you, it's okay. You know, like, people will message and be like, where should I put the remains of my, you know, the urn for my cat or my dog? And, you know, I will give like the best example, like for my opinion, but I'll also be like, it's your house, it's your things, you know? So, and then letting go of things can be a tricky thing. So I will talk more about that next week. Yeah, for sure. Let me see. Is there anything particular to do for basement living? Not particularly. Like, we've worked with every type of house. So basements, studio apartments, like mobile home. We've worked with mansions, detached houses, semi-detached terraced houses. Like, a basement we would treat the same as a normal house. So I wouldn't worry about that. And then what should I do with the spider or bug? Like, yeah, it's not really a feng shui thing. You know, that's definitely not a feng shui thing. Take them outside and put them into, yeah, that sounds perfect. Yeah, so there's not, it's not, I wouldn't worry about that. Laura, is having a TV in your bedroom, is it bad having a TV in your bedroom? I don't recommend TVs in your bedroom, but I would say to you that if you do have a TV in your bedroom, you know, sometimes it's like a non-negotiable. I have one client, and every Saturday morning, herself, her husband and her son cuddle up in their bed, put on a fun movie, and it's like their family time together, and they just like have this. And she was like, oh, like, that's the only time. And I was like, oh my God, there's no way you have to get rid of that. Like, there's something, they just have their thing. So, but the rest of the time, she just covers it. Like, she has a shawl that she covers it. And there's a few different things going on with TVs and anything in your bedroom. Like, you know, the TV is, you know, there's just so much, like, the news comes on it and so much energy and all of that. Like, that's kind of connected, like, that's imprinted in the energy of it, in the DNA of the TV. And that's that busyness. Like, we just talked about, like, things happening under your bed, but it's literally at you. Even if it's not on, it's still connected with that. So covering it will be important if you do. So Jackie has a question about the oracle cards that I use. Can you tell me which ones, if they're available for purchase? So I have loads of different decks of oracle cards, and I've had them for many years. There's the first one is daily guidance. I don't know if I have them all here, but I have like these ones, daily guidance from the angels. I'm not sure if these cards are all available. Doreen Virtue has gone through a transition in her life and her focus. So I don't know if you can still buy them. But, you know, for me, when it comes to getting oracle cards, I would like just go online, go to the shop and tune into the ones that called you. And that's what I have. So I have the daily guidance ones. I have goddess cards. I have these lovely goddess cards. I also have lovely ones from an Irishman called Tony Christie. And I don't have a copy here. Do I have one? No. They're the Labyrinth Wisdom cards. And Tony designed each and every one. He painted every picture and picked every one. And he's like a total labyrinth enthusiast. And what other ones do I have there? I have like Archangel Michael ones. And these are other healing with the angels. So I just have loads of them. So I don't, for me, like oracle, like angel card reading came very it's like this thing that happened while I was in an ashram, and they started asking me like, oh, will you pick me a card? And I was like, okay, what does it mean? And I go blah blah blah, and then they're like, how did you know this about me? And I have a really crazy story about that, but it's not a feng shui one. So what I would say to you is just to know that as you, how would I say it? Yeah, the cards, like just tune into what ones feel the best for you. Like I probably won't be buying any more decks of cards because they're heavy to carry around the world with me. There's one or two that I have my eye on. I love Rebecca Campbell's new ones. They're beautiful aesthetics. But yeah, tune into what feels good for you. Like what draws you and pulls your attention. They're meant to be the ones. And the reason I keep these ones is because they've been to so many sacred places with me around the world. So I love them. So let me see. So Eileen, the north of my house is where my son has set up a temporary office for himself. This is my career area where I need to bring a new job for myself. So him sitting there for working doesn't matter. It's completely irrelevant for you, basically. So I wouldn't overthink it. Like some people think, tomorrow we're going to talk more about the different areas, but you know, you don't have to sit in the career area to get a job. Like you don't have to sit in the prosperity area to make money. Like that's not how it works. You have to activate the hidden energy of it. And when you do that, that's when the things will start to flow. So just like Pauline. So Pauline's in our Facebook community, and two cool things have happened. First of all, she was actually running her own business, and she posted in the group one day, she's like, you know what, things have come to an end with my business. I've decided I'm just going to let it go, and I really want to get a job that is this. And she kind of wrote her description of her job, which I would highly recommend for you, Eileen. She wrote her description for her job, and lo and behold, this job came up out, like that it fits exactly what she's looking for, and she's like, that's it, I got it. But also her husband got an amazing new job as well. So this isn't about, like, she wasn't sitting in the space for the career. So really that's, you know, so it's not the biggest part so of it. So yeah, don't worry about it. So we're at 30 minutes. Okay, so I have a few more questions here. So Cindy has posted a question that's more Feng Shui Mastery related or Powerhouse program related. So Cindy, I would post that into our program. And actually the first thing I would do is watch the bonus call that's in the Facebook group that we did with Patty. So I'm always bringing special speakers and guests into our program and to support. So Cindy, that would be my answer, is just go in and search Patty and you'll find that, and that will give you a lot of insights based on your question. Alexandra, hello, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge. I live in a tiny apartment. Okay, size of your apartment doesn't matter, it's still feng shui it. And the opposite window, since English is not my first language, I will put a photo. The entrance to the building and the window wall are the same. So I understand that I need to place something like curtains to stop the flow that enters the front door but as the window. But I have a silly question. That means the curtains will have to be closed all day, or when the door is... Yes, so ideally, okay, so basically it's like when you open the front door, she sees the windows. And when you see like the windows, and do I have to keep my curtains closed all day? Well, there's a dance with this one, and you don't have to put the curtains up. Like, as I said, I'm not the feng shui police. Could you put some furniture up there? Could you put nets instead of curtains there? So that would be it, just really. Chandan, good morning everyone. I lost my focus on my business and my sales have gone down. I'm going for an incentive, which I'd really love to achieve. Any help? So watch the video tomorrow. Basically, tomorrow's masterclass number 3 is going to give you tons of tips, and we're going to have a really fun thing to do tomorrow evening on the amplification session, which will go into the next day as well, which I can't wait for. Is it good feng shui for if your front door faces the footpath of the street in front of the house? No, it's not bad feng shui. It's fine. Like, I suppose this is where, I'm never going to tell it to my house. It is what it is. So that's really what I would say to you. So it's totally fine. Yeah, all good. Hi Sue, I'm having so many little health problems. I'm totally exhausted. What area can I boost my vitality? So I would say to you, first of all, the very first thing is tomorrow, we're going to talk about a few different aspects that you'll be able to do. So I'm kind of coming up at it on a time. So Sue, watch our session tomorrow and it'll give you some insights into that and we'll work about that. My house profile energy was not good for people or money. Something is not supporting me. So yeah, if you feel that and so just so you know, that quiz in video 2 is not like an exact, like when we do this for our clients, you submit a lot of information to us and we create a personal report for you. When we create that personal report, and I'm actually going to walk through a personal report next week for everyone to kind of get an example of what it looks like. But when we create that is going to analyze exactly like the reason why you have low energy, the reason why the health issues are happening, the health area could just be really negative energy, and that would cause a lot of issues, in terms of those things happening. And then we just balance that with a specific cure that needs to go into it. Nicola, what about ley lines and Hartmann lines? How do we find out where they are? So Nicola, that is actually definitely beyond the scope of Feng Shui in terms of the Feng Shui that I teach. What I would say to you is, first of all, it is something that I do work with my clients when I work with people one-to-one, and I will do that, but it's not a Feng Shui thing exactly, so that's what I would say. It's like they do exist, and that can be one aspect, but I've worked with people and I do it myself on houses, but what I find is, you'll feng shui the house, and that's a very powerful process, and the energy will feel amazing for that. So and then you can go and do that other work as well, but that's not something I teach right now. Maybe in the future. So that is all the questions that have been submitted to me. Wow, we are in such good time. So just so you know, tomorrow I will be coming live doing an amplification session. Please join tomorrow. I have such a fun thing for everyone to do. That's going to be I just know already. I'm like, yay. And I was just going to pull a card. Oh yeah, I have one here. These ones have been sitting out already. Actually, this is so fun. So, the very first card was the perfect timing card. So this is the perfect time to act on your inspirations. Take action. And it's so funny because we've got like 2 action cards, basically. You got the go for it and the perfect timing. So if there's something that's scary or something you want to overcome, this is where we would put these in. So go for it or perfect timing. That's the 2 cards we've got. Yay. I could show them because I know people wanted to see them. And there's kind of this like lag in the timing, which is kind of funny because I can see myself and I'm like, oh, there we are. So this is the card. It's not popping up. Go for it. And then we have perfect timing. And the next one was abundance. So we have Goddess Fortuna. And she is sending down her coins of magic, luck and love and everything flowing down. And that is what we're going to be talking about tomorrow. So we're going to specifically be talking about prosperity tomorrow, and I'm super excited about that. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. And that actually is a big part of this. It's like when you come into this process, it's about learning to open up to receiving, and really what we are doing is like turning on the energy to allow more money, more joy, more luck, more good stuff to flow in. So it's going to be fun. And I wanted to announce the winner of the person who did the homework. Oh my God. Yes, I totally forgot. Thank you so much. So the winner who did the homework for the few days and has been commenting on my video, etc. The winner is Claire Louise. So you are going to Jeanette is going to drop you a message and we're going to send you a surprise. So well done. Thank you for being here. And there are more surprises and prizes on the way to everyone who shows up. Well, not tomorrow. When you show up tomorrow, there's something that we're going to be doing that's going to be super fun. So you'll only be able to know how to do it if you come tomorrow on the call. So exciting. In the meantime, have an amazing day. Thank you for being here. Keep an eye out for video number 3, and watch it. Watch it. Come in. Post your questions. Post your action steps. I will be doing a Q&A session on that the following day, but tomorrow is going to be amplifying it. So if you can watch it beforehand, that will be amazing, and then I will be going through amplifying it afterwards. Have a great day. Thanks for being here, and perfect timing. Thank you. Yes, you got great cards. More abundance to everyone. And we will see you all tomorrow. Good night and goodbye. Bye.